Dalamus Maximus with the test. Finally a win. It's gonna be a good stream. I can already tell. You know it's gonna be a good stream when Maximus gets the test, you know? Which for anyone who doesn't normally watch is a weird statement to say. Anyway. What's up, everyone? I am back. Let's see. Let's just start here. Hello. Hail and well met. It is I, Beets. How's everyone doing today? Let me actually get some of this stuff a little bit better set up. How are you, Maximus? What have you been up to? I have returned yet again from another trip. Help if I had up to very little. Good. Sometimes that's not a bad thing. How did your midterms go, or did you actually not? Is that still happening? Okay. Let's go here. Unsure how they went. Okay. Why does this look... Is this right? I feel like my chat box is like... I am planning on like changing my setup a little bit because I'm not entirely happy with it. It looks better than it used to, but I still want to make it a little bit better. I'm not sure how I feel about like the floating windows. I gotta work on stuff, but the number I got looked horrible, but most people are sharing the same sentiment too. Is it like graded on a curve? Or is it just some of that dumb crap? I don't know. I never understood that kind of like thing for college, because it's like people are like, you know, like where the classes are like, oh yeah, everyone gets terrible grades. It's like, sounds like your teacher's not doing their job. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, well, hopefully it is graded on a curve, and hopefully you're good. But I believe in you. You're a smart cookie. And you're always right, so, you know, should be fine. Actually, I'm gonna do yet another test. I don't think YouTube worked the other day. Okay, I guess it seems fine. If it wasn't on a curve, there wouldn't be any passing physics 1 or 2 in the last 20 years. I think it's just so dumb. I don't understand that. Like, it sounds like your material is just way too difficult and you're not teaching people enough. I don't know. Like, yeah, I get some of it's like is about the problem solving process and like that kind of thing, but it's just like, it just sounds like you're not teaching properly to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but this is why I went to basically what's like a trade school, you know? Anyway, that's my thought on the subject. But who am I to say? I already hate some of my props, but I guess that's just the university experience. Yeah, I don't understand why it is. It's like you're paying them a crap ton of money, and apparently they just can't teach you. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's wild to me. But yeah, let's talk about the future. The question is, what am I trying to say about that? Let's open Google Drive real quick. One day I'm gonna leak something by just jumping through my browser like this. Not sure what it will be, but it'll be something. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that, because yeah, it could be like look up. It's like, oh, look up restaurants near me, and it's like, okay, that's my exact address. Sick. Anyway, the future. Well, Earth is running out of helium, and the mining industry is going to run out eventually. So there's microplastics in each of our brains. True. Luckily, I was about to say, luckily, the moon has lots of helium, but I don't know if that's true. I think it has hydrogen. I can't remember. I did a research paper on it at one point about why we should nuke the moon. It was a good, interesting paper. I kind of feel like not elaborating, but elaborating might be more interesting. The idea is that if you nuke the moon, it would form more complex elements, and then in theory, because there's lots of hydrogen, I can't remember if it's hydrogen or helium. Helium-2 or hydrogen-2? I can't remember. I had one of those. And then the idea was that it would help terraform the moon and you could live on it, which would be interesting. But it's got too low of a gravity, so I don't know. Anyway, here we are. It was fun. It was a fun paper to write. I more specifically was talking about the future of what we're doing. With this 3-month plan. Yeah. Maybe more specifically talking about Blackridge and this week as a whole. Let's look at things to do. This is probably what I wanted. I don't know if we're not getting a rule book done this week, but I do want to try and get some clarity on what they're going to be. Like, we need to decide what some of these things are going to do. We talked about when played face up, do X, that kind of thing. Talking about bluffing, and maybe order of operations. But yeah, those are a few things we need to talk about. We also need to finish the monster art. Potentially find new font for this font. Again, I like it, but it doesn't really quite work. Or not that it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite it's not quite, you know, it's not royalty free. So we may want to like position some of these differently too. Like, I don't like how like this is right over its eye. Like, maybe it should be more in the center. We might have to reposition some stuff. Not quite legal, LMAO. It is legal. It's just, you know, I would have to pay money if I start making money on it. So it's like, meh. I'm a little bit tired. The problem with me going on vacation, and I've said this before, is that someone who likes to come to my door and meow comes much earlier than she normally does. Normally, little Luna will meow at my door like right when I want to wake up, like 7:30, 8ish. But instead, she comes at like 3 in the morning and starts meowing, and then that gets tiring, and then you don't sleep. So I'm a little tired. Plus, just I've been super freaking busy with my trip and whatnot. But yeah, corruption art's gonna be later. That's gonna be board modification, all that kind of stuff. Let's do this. Flavor text on cards is actually done. Lore is just completely done. We don't need to do that ever again. That's not true, but you know what I mean. What needs to be done? Let's talk about this week, right? This week, I want to finish event art. Finish. Yeah, we want to finish the event art, and then we also want to. There's one other thing. What was the other thing? I guess shore up the rules, right? This doesn't mean necessarily write it in the rule book, but I do want it to be done. How do you wait? Is it shore up or sure up? Shore up. Why is it? I've never thought of it before. It's like a thing I've only ever said. It's shore up. Shore up the rules. But why is it shore up? Why does it mean that? You know, words are weird, you know? Definition is fall on a term, support beam, prop up, or buttress. That's where it came from. The Middle Lower German shore. Interesting. Its root word is different from shore, as in like seashore. Now you know. Now that's your English lessons for today. It's shore up, not sure up. Anyway, hopefully I'm not too all over the place right now. What was the last thing I need to do? Oh, if everything permits, well, for one, I'm thinking of streaming, also, Tuesday. My brain just stopped working. I was being dyslexic. And Thursday. But not Friday. That's the current thoughts. Other thoughts, so I would also be, you know, normal stream. Normal scheduled stream, but also Tuesday and Thursday, but not Friday. That's a terrible way to put it, but we're just, you know, here we are. The other thought is that either Wednesday or Thursday. Why can't I ever spell? Wednesday or Thursday, I'm thinking of like just the first 4 days of the week. Got it. Yeah, exactly. There's a better way to say that. But I'll be streaming more, but also not more, you know. I'll be streaming an additional day this week, but you know, of course I was gone a whole entire week. Let's do this. Why can't I type? God, thank the Lord for freaking what's it called? Spell correct. I'd be dead without it. Why can't I do anything right here? Okay. I don't know if I need to be this organized with this, but it just for some reason making it easier for me. Wednesday or Thursday, I'm thinking of a very quote unquote IRL stream, right? I'm thinking of doing like physical card cutting. So we'll actually be able to I have a printed deck of Blighted Blackridge, but I want to have all the new card designs. So I'm thinking that could be kind of an interesting stream. It depends on if I get my card cutter in. I ordered one, and I also ordered something for my second camera, so we could potentially have top-down view of, or maybe not necessarily top-down, but just a second view of me filming doing that, right? So that would be the idea. So yeah, thought that would be interesting. Those are the goals for the week. If we have some reason to have any extra time, which I highly doubt we will, stream improvements. Which we already have a few. I tried to do a lot of work yesterday on doing stream improvements, but I honestly didn't get very far. Kind of kept running into a bunch of roadblocks. But for one, we have how do I show this? Stop it. For one, if you look at the redeems, we now have little icons there. There's not really a good way to show this, is there? Actually, probably can go... Probably the best way is to do this. Not that this really matters that much. But here we go. We got little icons now, right? We got a little hydrate, right? I removed posture check, or not posture check. I removed stretch because I think posture check and stretch are just too similar, and I more need a posture check than a stretch. Speaking of posture check, I do want an icon for that one too, but and then I did a standing desk one. It's a little more expensive because I figured I don't want to have to do it every time. Yeah, I don't know if 2K is too much, but I don't want to have to do it like all the time. But I think it's a fair amount. It does have like a cooldown of, so it's a 30-minute. Actually, I think it needs to be, technically should be like 1 hour cooldown. Because the second you use it, it should be 1 hour cooldown. Because it should be standing every 30 minutes. I mean, the health benefits of standing versus sitting are kind of a myth anyway. Yeah, honestly, it's mostly for just like posture, right? Rather than just sitting all day. You kind of just want to alternate between the two is the goal. Just so you don't, you know, bleh, like this all day, right? Because I know if I sit in my chair all day, it sucks. But if I'm at least standing, it does switch things up a little bit. That's the biggest thing. Either way, we have these. I got to keep doing more art for that kind of stuff. But there's like, once you become affiliates, like there's like 80 different art things you need to do, which is like insane. We still have a bunch of slots for emotes and stuff. But yeah, I am thinking of adding 2 more before you blow all your channel points on drowning me to death with hydrate. I am thinking of I'm thinking of doing like maybe something for like 20 K channel points and have it be something like draw you a doodle. Doodle? Doodle. Doodle. Why did I think doodle had a T? Anyway. If you entice me with something, it may let you live. Yeah, so draw like a little doodle, kind of like my little, maybe something along the lines of my like little turnip king guy, right? This is thoughts. I haven't 100% decided on this. I've mentioned this before, but Tice dual wielded. He has like he has stickers, and then he has them like on his like intro thing, which is kind of cool. So maybe we do something similar. Just like a small little drawing that either you can have or I can put somewhere or something, right? And then I'm thinking a higher amount. I don't know what that amount is, but let's just say like maybe 50K. I don't know, the dot, not a comma, whatever. Something like make a custom like AAE card for you, or other, maybe not necessarily. AAE is like unsure whether it's like, maybe I do it sort of like almost a commission thing. If you're making your own game, I can make you like a border or something, right? Kind of like how we have 50 might be a little low, and maybe like 80 or something. I don't know. Depends on how we want to do it. If it's AAE, it might be simpler. Unsure about this. I do want to do like some sort of like make you a card. I think that's kind of interesting, right? Either that would be like a custom AAE card where it's like either you or a character you like, or not necessarily you like. I would want it to be non-copywritten, but like, you know, like an original character or something, as a card, right? So about how long it would take versus how long it takes to get those channel points. Yeah, exactly. I have to do the math, right? Like how many channel points do you have now, out of curiosity? Something like that, right? Like 280K. Yeah, okay. That's not horrible. Something like that, right? So like I would make a, you know, the Dalamus Maximus card, right? Or something like that for AE. Or maybe something more like someone wants their own card border or something like that. I could do it. The problem is I don't want it to like end up being like a commission necessarily, right? But I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like it's not soul art. What is it under? Soul game. You know, like, okay, I make you a custom I haven't looked at the soul thing for so long. It's been way too long. I don't know, you know, I make you a custom card template or something like that, right? This isn't even, is this the, no, this isn't the new one. This is the old one. God, it's been way too long since I've done anything soul related. It's this one. No, that's the new one. Classic. Anyway, something like that. I don't know what's appealing to people. I mean, 2K seems little until I realize I can make you stand for 5 hours for that much. True. Or make you drink water 200 times. True. Very, very true. But yeah, that's the thought. I'm not entirely certain what I want to do with that one. I don't know what seems more appealing, like having like more of a custom armies card, which, you know, I'm pretty like open to doing like a lot. Like when I'm working on armies, I'll be like, you know, oh yeah, hey, what do you think we should work on next? Like it's not something that usually something we talk about anyway, but this would be more like, I want a paladin card or whatever, you know, I want the bard card, work on that. It's like, okay, I can do that. But or like, I want me as a card. I'd be okay with doing that kind of thing. Would the card necessarily be in the circulation of the game? Probably not. It might just be hang out in beta. And then just the person who made it, I would send it to them directly. But I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Not entirely certain exactly what that's going to be yet, but I do like the idea of doing some drawings for people. I think that's fun. So that's the concept. So in theory, if the card is good enough, it can make it into the real game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Yeah. That's the thought. I mean, technically it would just probably exist in like the beta or something like that, or some sort of extra cards, but until like the final game is whatever finished up, or until like, you know, an expansion or something. But that's the idea. Yeah. So that is the thought. Although I don't know how much traction AE is going to get, right? Like right now, maybe like 6 people have played it besides, you know, friends and family. Maybe it's a little more than that. Maybe it's like 10, but AE is the next Beltro for real. No, it definitely is not. I don't know. The more I work on it, the more skeptical I get about it. But maybe that's just because I've played it to freaking death. Maybe it's good I'm taking a break with Blackridge. Although everyone I've played Blackridge with, they're like, yeah, I don't know. This game's more fun than armies. I'm like, okay, cool. Sick. Glad I've spent months on armies. Which is not like, you know, if I hadn't worked on armies, this game wouldn't be as good, right? Adonimus, yo. Well, A is more unique. That's true. That's true. What's up, Adonimus? Welcome on in. How you doing today? There's a lot of games like Black Ridge, just a known formula. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's gambling, right? Like, or betting, right? It's similar to poker, or similar to, yeah, to a lot of different stuff. It's funny though, because like I haven't played necessarily a lot of those games. But yeah, it is interesting. It's weird how you redevelop things that already exist. Good, bro. How you been? I have been good. I'm a bit tired from I was helping my dad with a lot of stuff. And my brother for like the past few weeks. I've just been like super busy doing non-game stuff, which is totally fine. It's just a lot of work, you know. Been busy. But yeah, still good. How about you, dude? I already asked. You said good. What have you been up to? Is maybe the correct question. Anyway, I should, you know, I'm gonna I think what I want to do whenever I start or whenever I see someone new, I kind of want to ask about these channel point things. Anonymous, how interested would you be in something like little doodles for channel points? Because I'm trying to figure out what kind of things I can reward people with for viewing, right? I did think about, like, you know, 2,000 points, I'll draw like a doodle, kind of like my little turnip king guy, right? Something small like that. Or I was also thinking of like custom cards for my game that could be something that y'all play with. Or you can have to play with, right? So like a custom AE card or custom borders for, you know, like if you're making your own game. I'm trying to think of like a cool thing. I don't want to end up a commission. Like if I had made something like this for someone, it'd be like, oh wait, can you change that and tweak this and do that? It's like, well, no. But I don't know. I want some sort of rewards. If any of you guys have any thoughts on that kind of thing, let me know. But I need to get back to game stuff too. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I've got a bunch of Blackridge stuff to do, and then I also need to work on my next video. I have a lot of thoughts on it, but man, it's I haven't had a ton of time to work on stuff. Anyway, yeah, so that's the goal. The goal is to get some stuff for you that you can make it to the rules of the drawing. This person can give a singular prompt and no redesigns, etc. Yeah, something like that, right? It's like a mini commission light, right? I was watching someone we rated the other day. I think they called it a Skeb commission. Skeb something. Skeb. Skeb is a service where if a... Oh, I guess it's a site? Basically, the idea is it's you send a request for a theme or whatever, and then they create the artwork. Okay, so it's a website, I guess. But the idea is like you request something and the creator just makes something, right? That kind of interesting. Anyway, not really sure about reward stuff. Yeah, that's cool. No worries. Just throwing out some thoughts. Just trying to make stuff rewarding for y'all who are consistently coming back, right? So anyway, I have some art I need to do. This is one of them. I'm still not happy with it. I might need to like take a reference picture because I can't, like, it's just not, it doesn't feel quite right. It's much better than it was. I'll say that, right? It's that versus this. Like, he looks super stiff here. I also made it a little bit bigger. It looks better. Am I as happy with it? I don't know. He still looks a little like, merp, you know? I don't know. I gotta think about it. Could have the gun arm up for recoil. I did actually try that. The only problem is that it kind of doesn't look like he's shooting him, right? The problem is if you take his arm and like manipulate it up, it just looks like he's like I mean, I guess, well, I don't know. I think my problem, I don't know, maybe it looks better that way. I think part of my problem is just the legs look stiff or weird. I think part of it, is this foot. It looks like it's in a weird spot. I don't know. It just feels like I did like an amateur job on it, you know? But yeah, maybe a little bit of recoil might be good. Because, like, the idea is supposed to look like he's, like, executing the dude, right? I don't like the blast look out of the gun. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Having a hard time deciding on that. Yeah, I usually avoid feet. Man, yeah, legs are hard to do. I mean, you know, potentially I could just do this, right? Wow, it's all of a sudden better. It really is better, LMAO. Why not? Yeah, honestly. Meh. Yeah, I think I am gonna do it. I don't like how this looks somewhat. Hey, hey, that's my carpet. Yeah, it's my carpet. Yeah, you come here. No, don't run away from me. It feels like a cop-out a little bit is my only problem, but you know, here we are. I think it's fine. Auto mod message. Stream boo. Deny. It really is a cop out, but meh. Yeah. It's a crop out. Really. Okay, let's see if let's do this. Let's I will. No, I was about to say maybe I'll try to do it real later, but I think maybe in our future we will have some like art study streams, or maybe alternatively I'm just gonna do that in my spare time, but I do want to try to improve more. That's part of the reason I wanted to like get it right, but at the same time this is fine. Okay, this versus this. What do we like? Like arm up or arm down? Arm down. Arm up. Guess what we could do? How does this work? Wait, ready for this? Ready for this shit? Boop. Pull. Look at that. You can vote. Look at that. You have a whole minute to vote. I mostly just wanted to abuse my power, my new powers. Arm up, by the way. Yeah, I think, by the way, to be honest, not by the way. I was like, why did I say that? Yeah, Anonymous is probably right here. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, the problem is, like, when I do legs, they end up looking really stiff, so I might need to work on that. Like, for example, I like this drawing I did. It's like a D&D drawing, but the character's legs look very stiff. It's like everything looks pretty good on here. Right, but like if you look at her like here, it looks much better than like her weird terrible feet and legs, right? It's much better. Like whatever, I did do a good hand, so that's you know, good, but legs really are looking stiff. It's so hard to do, dude. I don't know why I have such trouble with them. But the top looks good, right? Like, her top half of her body. Part of it is because I was like, I gave up on the pants. I'm like, I have baggy-ish pants, whatever. Who cares? But I'm not even near art skill to attempt to help. Honestly, I just need to practice more. That's all there really is to it. More practice. Anyway, good enough. This works for me. Let's save it out. Definitely a cop-out, but here we are. What's this one called? Double cross. Okay, that leaves... and I guess while I got you guys here, I do need opinions. Why is my phone buzzing? Tumbleweed Terror. I had a few ideas for this. One is this like weird spider-like thing. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let's go back to the original for a second. This is the original Tumbleweed Terror, right? This is the original guy. That's initial thought. We could do something more like that. I have, like I said, Spider one was cool. Yeah, I think I want to make his legs look, you know, again, right, legs a little better. That's interesting, right? The other concept is like, I don't know, this looks silly, right? But maybe longer tentacle-like things, or maybe not with the arms. The arms look dumb, right? Or maybe just arms instead of legs. I don't know. The spider thing is probably cooler, like you're saying. But I need to make that look better. I think. Spider's cool? Okay. I feel like the legs are a little lacking, though, as per usual, right? I need, like, a side view. Let me get up some reference here. I think what I need to do, actually, let's start by just removing the legs completely here for a sec. Okay, actually, before I do this, let's duplicate it, because we may as well not do completely destructive editing here. It's not quite a spider, right? Because the body isn't quite like that, but it's close. Spider-ish. I don't necessarily want it to be a spider, right? Spider-like. Okay, so thought here, let's just do this in like red so we can kind of see where the legs might be. I guess the thing with a spider, right, is it's got 3 segments of its body where the legs aren't attached to like the larger, the thorax. Yo, Keith, what's up, dude? It's been a while. How you doing, dude? Spider scary. It is scary. It's a tumbleweed spider. My cowboy game. Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. It's good to have you here. Doing good. Just waking up. I feel ya. I feel you there. I was in the same boat. I'm a sleepy boy. Tumbleweeds are scary, even IRL. Yeah, honestly. One of the scarier plants out there, I would say. Your cowboy game? Yeah, I guess I haven't talked to you in a while, huh? I did a video for Blackthorn Prod. And one of the things they had was it was one of their like engine battle videos, and I did what's it called? My engine, of course, is board games, right? Quote unquote engine. And so it's just sort of a what's it called? I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a party game, basically. Survival horror cowboy party game, I guess, is the way I would explain it. That's interesting. I need to find that video. I can send it to you if you want. I'm assuming you've seen Blackthorn Prod. I mean, I feel like most game dev people have, but if not, let me know. But seeing as they're probably like the biggest game dev people around. like YouTube wise at least. Oop, this is an ad. I haven't actually. I've seen it around, just the formatting wasn't appealing to me. Well, yeah, that's fair. Well, there you go. They're the biggest game dev competition channel, I think. I would think that's definitely true. Yeah. That's the video if you want to check it out. But yeah. It was a cool experience. Unfortunately their video did like underperform a little bit compared to some of them, although they're cranking them out now. Which maybe is like, well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's probably that there's like less supply and demand kind of thing, but maybe, I don't know. Either way, the game turned out to be so fun. I'm working on it more, improving the art mostly, but also adding lore and just improving the mechanics slightly. So that is the goal, at least. But yeah, it's a cool video, and it's, you know, it's cool to be part of it. It's just, you know, interact with other devs and that kind of stuff. I guess spider legs are typically super long. Also, anyone who's watching, go check out Keith. He's got some cool devlog stuff as well. Would recommend. That's awesome. I see lots of comments on your board game section. Yeah, people seem to like it, so that's reassuring for sure. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. Of course. I guess the legs actually, I probably won't do 8 legs. I think I might do just 6. And I guess they should be coming from closer to the head, right? The only problem is I don't really want to be blocking his head, right? Like some spiders got like this kind of thing going on, but if this comment hits me in the soul, Unreal devs be like, so I made 2 blueprints and downloaded 25 free assets. Yup. That one's a little mean. The problem is, like, I like this, like, the look of this is cool, but I feel like we're covering up the tumbleweed face sort of thing, right? Let's do another layer for the back legs too. Right, so we have I'm just trying to like get an idea for what this could look like, right? To the right. I'm just stubborn and went to art school. Honestly, yeah, I mean, if you just make your own art, it's I think our assets are great. But it's hard to get like a cohesive look, and I mean, even if you can get a cohesive look, it's not quite it's just not quite the same, right? Like you can kind of somehow you can just kind of tell that it's not completely original. I don't know. I don't know. You can feel the freeness, honestly. I don't know if you're allowed to say that out loud. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess it's kind of like, I think part of it is just like, it can be uninspired, right? Like, if you're just copying something that already exists, it makes it so it's less, what's the word? Like, you're not fully coming up with the concept. So, like, you lose some of the creativity that the art brings. Yeah, more generalized. Yeah, it doesn't, like, you know, if you're making a creature, right? If I was using art assets for this, like, I'm not gonna find a tumbleweed creature. I might find a spider, but it's gonna be a generic spider, right? Not a weird tumbleweed spider. I think that's the problem is you're removing some of the creativity if you're not making your own art. And that's why, like, a lot of the stuff, it's like, oh yeah, you should focus on the gameplay first and don't worry about art until later and that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't know if I agree with that kind of thing. You know, art is so important to a game. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think it works better for IRL stuff. There's not good, but if there's not good creative ones, it won't be used a ton of times. Yeah, I guess I can see what you're saying. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's an interesting, this is looking a lot better already. Sorry, I'm like somewhat scatterbrained right now. Yeah, I think it just I agree to an extent. I always work on my characters because they set the tone, what the game's looking for. Capsules don't encapsulate what I need. Yeah, exactly. And you know, I think free assets are perfectly good and can be used, but I think they should be used somewhat sparingly or for things that don't matter as much. Like, yeah, like background stuff and objects like that. They don't really matter so much, right? So okay, the question is, how do I interpolate? Let's actually just turn this to normal and 100% real quick. Is that going to be good? Do we like that? I think that's better. Maybe this leg can be kind of more good, you know? Maybe I should just do better. But yeah, no, I think if you're not doing the art, you are removing a bit of your agency over the game. And there's plenty of artists who'd be happy to work with you, you know? At least I feel like. A lot of people want to do their own thing, and that's, I think, some of the downfall of indie game dev people. Not downfall. Downfall is the wrong word. Well, honestly, I think there needs to be more collaboration in the indie game dev scene. I don't know exactly what that means yet. I definitely want to do more stuff like collab streams and that kind of thing, but because I think the indie game dev scene is super, like, the community is great, but there's not a lot of interaction between devs, and I think that if there's more of that, I think it would go a long way. I think it looks nice and spoopy. Awesome. Perfect. Hopefully I'm not just rambling too much. I just want to see more collaboration, because I think that's, like, I mean, that's one of the things I like about like doing the Blackthorn Prod videos, is that it does feel somewhat collaborative, although I think their newer ones are getting cooler, where they're actually having people work on games together. That's really cool to me, because I think competitions can only go so far. It's like, yeah, everyone made a game, Uh, but them making a game together more interesting to me, arguably. I think it's hard for a lot of people because they want to work on their own projects, yeah. And since they're such a large project, it makes it hard to want to commit. Agreed. At least that's what Zeth and I came to the conclusion to. Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's definitely true too. Um, that's why I'm like starting to think like it'd be cool to collaborate with people but help them with their own project. Like I think it'd be cool to do like I don't know, like I'm still trying to figure out how it could work, but like either doing devlogs for other people, like, you know, interview them, do a devlog, blasphemy, right? Do like a devlog for other people's games. I don't know how that would work exactly. Although the devlog format, I don't think really quite works, arguably. I mean, it works, but I think there's more popular formats for videos. And I also think that, yeah, I don't know, something like that, something where you help other people with their projects, because I think that's kind of a cool concept. Whether that's like literally just helping them do art or something. I don't know if a lot of people would like that either, though, because they want to have all the agency over their game, right? I don't know. I'd be down. Nice. Yeah, well, see, like that's the kind of thing I think would be interesting, right? I don't know. Yeah, I think that is part of it too, right? Like Keith was saying, having agents or like people want to be working on their own thing, and taking away time from that means you're not working on your own game and that kind of thing. But I think, I don't know, I just feel like it'd be cool if there was more collaboration. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. But yeah, I don't know, just more interaction between devs, because there's just so much cool stuff out there, you know. I think that's a hard sell. Like Zeth and I were talking about collaborating, but both he and I were committed. And I have commitments. God, I can't read. And we want to figure out something smaller, so we're not doing another multi-year thingy. Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, arguably, like, it could just be a thing that you do over a short. I just missed an ad like a minute ago, didn't I? Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I mean, arguably, this game I did in 24 hours, right? Granted, I'm working on it more, so it's like, meh, hard to say. But I did make a fully functional game in 24 hours. I think that could be a format, right? It's like, okay, let's work on a game for 24 hours, see what we can do, kind of thing. Granted, you know, that's pulling away time from your stuff still, but even just doing playtests, then giving some advice and stuff would be good. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. That'd be cool. Like something like, I mean, we did a little bit of that. Me and, or, you know, Tice, aka Dual Wielded, we played this game after the video came out, right? So that was cool, right? Let me see here. Yeah, we played this game when it came out, and that was really cool. Granted, I don't know how, like, you know, it maybe should be something done more as a video format than a stream, if you're trying to get like popularity there, or because like a stream doesn't really go viral, right? So that could be interesting. Doing like a like a little game jam thing, or a play test, and then after that play test, this doesn't quite work, does it? Hold on, sorry, I'm distracting myself here. Let's do one section at a time. I lost my train of thought. 24 hours much more appealing than a month. I like that idea more. Yeah, honestly, it could be done, right? I've even thought of doing like, how much of a game can you get done in a stream kind of deal, or even like maybe again, this is like taking people away from their game, but it's like, okay, why don't I make like a collaborative project where people join me to like add something to my game. Not necessarily this game, right? But like a specific collaboration project. Where, you know, you keep adding devs, and then you keep coming up with like new concepts for a single game. Playtesting viewers' games, easy video. That's a cool idea too. Yeah, right? I would do that. I don't know if I have enough people to like do that many of them. Like, I know you make them. I know John does. I would totally do that. I think that'd be cool, but I don't know. I think there's ways to do it. You just have to keep it in a short time period, right? It's like, hey, do you want to like join me for an hour? That's like an interview like thing. I'll get help, you know, we help get each other's names out there, and we work on a game while we do it, kind of thing, right? I don't know. That maybe could be something. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out here at this point. I'm just kind of saying words, but short time commitment, working together, and then just doing like, you know, something where it's like a short, like, yeah, just a short project, right? That just gets people together and getting their name out there. I've had an idea for a long time. Just make content for called Game Dev Versus. I want to make a game based and have devs make player controls with limitations. Okay, that kind of sounds maybe like what Aya does. He's got like I think he's coming out with one soon where it's like everyone creates like AIs for different things, right? He has like the soccer one, I think, and now he's doing one that's like a remote control car thing. It's a little bit different, but kind of same sort of concept, I think. Same sort of idea. Like people volunteer, you interview them while playing their game. Yeah, I mean, that even too, like, I was thinking, like, you know, you work on a game together and you kind of talk to each other while you're working on the game, and then you make a whatever. You know, it's just like, try to make something beneficial for everyone, whether it's like you're working on a game together or whatever it may be. I don't know. I'm just kind of saying ideas. I don't really have a concrete, you know, concept, but I think it it really could help the community, I think, if there's more collaboration. And that's a thing, like, competitions are cool, but I almost want more collaborations, like working on stuff together. Because I think that is maybe more appealing. And maybe that's just me saying that because I like collaboration more than competition. I'm not a very competitive person, but you know, here we are. There's more things. Could have viewers submit card ideas, game design for your game you're working on. Yeah, honestly, and I do a lot of that on stream, right? Like I do a lot of just if you're watching, I will, you know, I go, okay, we need to make this card. What do you guys think about this? And then, you know, people will do something. Like I'll sorry, trying to think here. There we go. No, wrong layer. I do a lot with that kind of thing, right? Like I try to have audience participation in the streams. Otherwise, kind of like, what's the point, you know? But yeah. Let's see whose player controls beats the other. That is a cool idea though. I do like that. That is fun. How can I pummel other devs if we're cooperating? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. I think what was I even responding to there? Yeah, no, I mean, I think there's a lot of potential for like just doing creative stuff together. You know, just different devs doing stuff together. I think that could just help in general. Because the more you get, you know, each other's names out there, the better off you are, really. And you know, one single collab isn't really gonna do all that much, arguably, right? But when you start adding up collabs, and this is, I think, again, something Tice talked about, you eventually get, as people go, oh, I've seen that guy there, and wow, okay, hold on. And like, that's how I got, like, some people know me. I feel like I'm not even like a video game developer, and people in the game dev space know who I am because I commented. My goal was to comment on every single video I watch, like every single YouTube video I comment on. At a certain point, I was just like, I'm just gonna comment on everything because one, it gets my name out there. People know who I am, right? And the other is that I'm supporting the person I'm commenting on their video, right? Because engagement is important for a video's health. So I don't know. I think all that kind of stuff is just good for the community. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt, but I am kind of just saying things as I draw. I'm not the greatest multitasker ever, I'll be real. If you can be such a good dev that other people's efforts dwarf in comparison, you're godlike deving. Comparison to your godlike deving. I don't remember what that's in reference to. I'm not gonna lie. I've been rambling for like 3 minutes. But I don't know. I would like to do more collaborations. My biggest problem, I think, is that I am a board game developer. And it's kind of hard for me to go, yo, video game developer, do you want to work on something together? I think that's part of the hard part for me, personally. Like, I could be like, yo, Keith, let's make a deck builder together. But, like, I'm putting all that work on you, right? Like, if it's a video game, like, it's like, okay, I made the art. Now, you know, now you do everything. Now you do all the work. Do all the programming. Also, don't do any of the art, which I believe you like, you know, right? It's kind of, I want to learn programming, but it is kind of a weird spot to be in. Hey, well, that's usually how most jams work. There's an artist and a programmer. Yeah, I guess that's true. Part of it, though, like, I don't know, like, what kind of things people need or what they're looking for. Like, I can't be like, I don't know things like, oh, what size, like, aspect ratio should these sprites be? And just like, I made this thing, here it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe that doesn't matter. But that's my point of, like, I don't know. I don't know anything. R is a decent chunk of the game, but I do see what you're trying to say. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I would feel more comfortable being like, hey, do you want to create like a card game with me? But I don't know if that appeals to a video game dev, you know? Because that's something we could, you know, fully do together kind of deal. But yeah, you're right. It definitely is. Art is a good chunk of that. What do we think about this leg right here? Oh god. This leg right here, is it in the way of the mouth too much? Well, then the same issue appears for a video game dev. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I was gonna say, because like it's more like when you're making a board game, it's more about like design theory, right? A lot of it's just like, okay, well, if this is this way, then yeah, I feel like this leg needs to be just a smidge moved. Be a little out of the way of the face. Maybe like there. Wrong color. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Maybe I just need to reach out to people and stop being scared about it. Okay, well, I guess I don't know enough about theory. This guy. No, I didn't mean like that. No, I basically just mean I basically mean like, well, that I guess that was to my point, right? Like it's more about designing a card game. You don't need to have programming knowledge. You can just have you can just be like, okay, yeah, this should work in this situation, right? It's like, yeah, okay, this is, you know, it's more to my point of that it would be easy. It would actually be easier for you to join me in a board game, or, you know, any dev to join me in a board game, than it would be for me to join someone that I have to do programming for, right? Because in theory, someone who can work on a video game probably has the skills to work on a board game. They might not have like some of the ideas that would be like, you know, like, oh, let's do, like, you can't make, I don't know, it's like, yeah, let's make a deck builder and let's make it like Balatro. It's like, well, you can't really make a physical board game like Balatro. Like, there's a reason there's a reason it's a video game, right? I feel like you're underselling what you actually do, just sadly have no idea where to start with a card game. Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair. I guess I'm not trying to undersell it either necessarily. I guess I'm just yeah, I don't know. I guess you're right. You're right. I guess it's just like a different beast, right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just need to talk to people and see if people actually want to do that. Some sort of collaboration. I haven't figured out what that is yet, but I'm going back to making my video game now. Thank you very much. No, Keith, I didn't mean it. Honestly, if you bait me through it, I think that'd be a fun project. Okay, well, I will keep that in mind. I definitely, yeah, I don't even know what that would, like I said, something like a 24-hour project or like something like that, I think it'd be cool to like, even honestly, if it's like an hour-long, maybe not an hour, 3-hour-long game, like one stream's worth of game, right? Because I did also make a board game in an hour. Granted, it never played it, and I don't know if it's any good. But the concept was cool. Making a card game in 3 hours would be difficult, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I should do that. I should stop being. Part of it's just being socially anxious, I'm sure. Being like, oh yeah, I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to reach out to people. What are you talking about? Hey, I'm not scary. No, you're not, Keith. I'm just, I mean, it's not rude to ask someone if you want to do something, is it? No, I mean, it's not. It's more, it's just like social anxiety that isn't really based in logic and more based in just emotional, being scared of interacting with people, you know? Same reason I haven't started making videos and stuff. Yeah, I luckily have like a ton of like experience making videos because I used to make them as a kid all the time, and again throughout film school and stuff like that. So luckily I don't even. It's interesting because people are like, "Oh man, you're like good in front of camera and stuff like that." It's like I didn't even like think about that. I used to be like afraid of going in front of camera and being like, okay, I have to say my lines now. I get nervous. It's like that doesn't happen anymore because I've had enough experience, right? It's kind of interesting. You know, it's a classic. Yeah, you'll get used to it eventually, kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. More collaborations. I definitely want to do more of that. So, hey, if anyone wants to do collaborations, let me know. And I guess that's part of the problem too, is like I don't know what the collaboration is yet. I don't know. It's like, okay, let's work on something together. It feels weird to reach out to someone and be like, Hey, do you want to do something together? I have no idea what that is yet, but we should do something together. That's the other thing. Like reaching out without any idea, which is like, I mean, maybe part of the appeal. Maybe that's more interesting is like, okay, we can decide on what we'd want to do. Rather than just being like, hey, let's do this thing. You have no say in the matter. I don't know. Is this done? I think this is done. I might need to do like a little bit of the smudge work, but just giving it a little bit of the... I might actually just duplicate this again. You should just ask people. You should ask people just like that, and then when they accept, expecting game dev stuff, hit them with, let's repair my... That would be wild. Okay, that's wild. Maximus, you're crazy. Yeah, but that would be pretty funny. Hey, let's work on something together. Hey, do you want to come to my house and build Legos? Just like something extremely like off the wall that they're not expecting. Do you want to... I don't know. I can't think of silly things. My brain's running out of juice. I've been talking about random things for too long. I only have so much capacity to multitask, apparently. You want to paint my neighbor's fence with me? There you go. That's a good one. Yeah, she would not be happy about that. Actually, no, she would. I don't know. Apparently my neighbor, like, was, like, nailing stuff into my other neighbor's fence. That's just random. Random fact that you now know. Is this good? Is the mouth good? I kind of wonder if, like... I feel like it's cool that it doesn't have eyes. I think eyes might be too much. Makes it look derpy, right? I think just the mouth is kind of more interesting. More ominous. But yeah, I guess I just need to reach out to people. Be like, hey, do you want to work on stuff? I think that's... Even, like I said, if it's just a stream. The way you put the eyes made me realize I was seeing the wrong face. I thought it had mandibles, not a normal mouth. Interesting. I don't know how you saw that. Not saying, like, you're wrong, but I don't know how to visualize what you were visualizing. If that makes sense. It could have, like, little claws, but I think this is fine. I think we're good. Oh, hello. Hi. What kind of smiley spiders you got coming around your house? I mean, I definitely don't have ones made out of tumbleweeds. Hey, can you stop scratching my carpet? Come here. Luna alert. Saw a video the other day. It's like, why are all black cats named Luna? And I'm like, I thought I was being at least somewhat original, but I knew there were cats that were named black cats named Luna, but I didn't name it because other people named their cat Luna, you know? Anyway. That's not what I'm seeing in stream chat. Okay. I'm having a cat break. Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I upset her. She's fine, though. I guess I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's okay. My cat's name is Ginger, and she's a Siamese cat. Nice. Also, I'm getting way too hot. Hoodie coming off. So is the hat. I need a haircut. I almost named. Well, I didn't actually almost name my cat. I found her. Let's give some context. I think most people know this already, but we'll show it again. I found my cat inside my car engine. She crawled up under the car and was hiding in like under the hood. And my brother said I should name her Dipstick. And it's a good name, but it felt mean. Copy image address. Here's context. Look at this little one. I'm sorry, but Dipstick is such a good name. It really is. I think I probably would have named her that if she were a boy cat, because then I could just like call her like Dipper for short, which is like more of a boy name, I would think. But Dipstick is a really good name. It just seemed mean, because, you know, like that's like an insult. But anyway, there she is. She's cute. Moving on. All right, we're making good progress. Keith sent me something. Keith, you want me to show this on stream? Do you care if I show it on stream? To leak our DMs? I need to export this. Export emoji if you want, lol. Why not? Oh wait, should I put a one of the logos on this? We've got I don't know what the Tumbleweed Terror would be as far as logos. We got, I mean, the protection service is probably one of the main ones. I don't think it would be transportation, and I don't think it would be the I don't even remember what we call this anymore. The entertainment one, right? I don't know if necessarily everything needs one either, but tumbleweeds are a transportation issue for sure. Not even joking. That is actually a good, yeah, maybe we should do that. We do transportation one. Yeah, why not? Here, let's look at Keith's stuff because it's cool. Like nailing stuff into my other neighbor's fence. That's just random. Is that me? I hear myself talking in your video. I was very confused. It's like, what the heck? Look at this shit. Look how cool this shit is. That's awesome. I love how the camera works too. It's just recorded while you're streaming. I know. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, okay, this makes more sense. This looks awesome, dude. That looks so good. Have you played oh, what's that game called? It has like some of the most fun movement mechanics I've seen in a game ever. God, what is it called? We'll talk about it in a second. Look at this little cutie. Do you model this? I take it you did. That's awesome, dude. It looks so good. That's awesome, dude. What's that bow movement game? I made the model and animated this past weekend. That's awesome, dude. That's really cool. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? There's this game where you have a bow and you shoot things and you run really fast. What is it called? Pathfinder, yeah. That game's pretty sick. Wait. Is it Pathfinder? And of course I'm finding... Maybe my search terms are just... No, wait. No, not Pathfinder. It's something like that, though, right? I'm wrong. Pathfinder is... I kept coming up with, like, D&D stuff. It's something like that, though, right? I know what you're talking about. I need to find it. Yeah, it's... Yeah, it's not Pathfinder. No, not PoE. It's like a movement shooter game. Pathless. I was gonna say you're close with it, I'm pretty sure. Is this it? Yeah? Yeah. Look at the... Better have like the... Yeah, this is like the main movement mechanic. You like run around, you shoot things, it gives you bursts of speed. It's kind of like... I wish the whole game was just the movement. In a sense. I mean, there's some cool other stuff. I only got so far. It kind of plays like a Zelda game or something. But the movement aspect is just so freaking cool. Yeah, like look at this. You shoot and then you slide and you run and then you shoot and then you slide and then it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. Anyway, that was a tangent, but that was just what it was reminding me of. Cool movement mechanics. All right, let's do, I think this one has this guy. The Tumbleweed Terror. Yeah. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know, sometimes you're just possessed by Deckard Cain from Diablo 2. I don't know. And stay a while and listen. Gotta head out. Hope to see you around, Beets. Yeah, dude, same. Maybe I'll ask you about doing a project. Maybe we should do something. But yeah, dude, see you around. Everyone check out Keith's YouTube channel. It's very cool. It's got some cool videos. Sounds good, buddy. All right, dude. See ya. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay. What is next? I think the only thing we have left is the Blood Moon Beast. Right now it's just a really poor drawing of the moon and some little arms. I don't know what it looks like. Like at first, like it almost looks like this could be like a head and these are like weird arms, but yeah, I don't know. I think someone mentioned, can't remember if it was Donimus or someone else, but Beans, what up, dude? We back. Protein-rich legume returns, indeed. The fastest legume in the West. Well, east of me. The fastest bean in the West. I've not seen this one. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, someone said, sorry, I was mid-sentence and I stopped. Someone said that they were thinking, because it's called Blood Moon Beast, that it sounds like a werewolf or something, but I'm kind of on putting a werewolf in the game. Hello there, Dalmas. How are you feeling, Maximus? Are you feeling Maximus today? That's true. That's a good question. Bean's asking the real questions today. Oh, yep. It's like more messages on Discord, but no, it's just Robbie Landis going live. Could you like a moon from Majora's Mask? That would be interesting. I'm more interested. That's more cool to me. Not feeling bad or anything, but definitely not Maximus. Oh man. Maximus got that post midterm blues, I'm assuming. Majora's Mask like moon is interesting. I do like that idea. Trying to decide. Wait, I need this up. Don't need this. Sorry, I was just trying to check something. Not this. This? No, not this. I'm losing track of my tabs. Okay. What do we think? An evil moon. I mean, that could work. Let's see. I'm debating. Still in debates. Let's write down some ideas. Because I'm not 100%. Hello? What just happened? A redeem, I'm sure. I literally can't tell what it is. Standing desk. All right, let's do it. Honestly, kind of needed it. Thank you for the redeem. We be standing now. Should I make that an hour? Can you redeem it at the same time? I think there's a cooldown on it. Maybe I shouldn't have a cool... Well... Yeah, I think I do have a cooldown. I think it's an hour cooldown. I maybe should... I don't know. Should I make it cooldownless? Like, I don't want to necessarily have to stand... It's an hour-long cooldown. How dare you? Smart. Yeah. It is smart, but at the same time, I'm like... There should be... No, there should be a cooldown for sure. Okay, yeah. I'm like, do I really want to stand for, like... At least with the number of points it is. If it was, like, higher points, I might not have the... I might not have it that way, but... Standing for too long is harmful for circulation. Jokes aside, yeah, true. Yeah, make me stand for 6 years. Okay. Blood Moon Beast. What are we thinking? We have Evil Moon. Like Majora's Mask. That is definitely not how you spell Majora's. Majora's? Is that wrong? Is that right? I guess it is. But mask is spelt wrong, surprisingly enough. Anyway, dyslexia. Any other ideas? We have, I don't even know what mine is. Mine's like a smoke creature. Like fog creature. That's what I had. We got werewolf. How do you spell werewolf? Werewolf? W-E-R-E. English is hard. I need to get some fidget toys because I keep playing with like my cat's fingernail cutter and I like just scratch my hand. I have this one, but it's broken. This guy, one of these little cube guys that like rotates. But I will break it any second if I play with it. I lurked, my dude, but still here. Yeah, no worries. I lurked at like your stream for most of the time anyway when I was there. I was trying to do some stream improvement stuff and just did not work out. Could be something like a monster for a ritual if you see from the ritual if you've seen that. I have not. Let's look it up. Ah, like a Wendigo kind of thing. Almost. Some fucked up woodland demon thing. That could be interesting. And I got an interesting concept. What if we do something like have a big moon, right? As the, if I could draw a circle, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to sketch here. Big moon. I say drawing it 3 more times. And then you have like the creature's like horns, right? And its face and whatever, and its body, blah, 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 blah. And then it's all like, that's not what I meant to do. It's all like silhouette, I think could be kind of cool. What if it's like a hair? What if it acts like a mimic and the moon hunts people down? appears it appears when the moon is covered or not visible. Interesting. I'm almost making me think of like an angler fish. Like it hangs like a bright orb in the sky. So like if you see a second moon, it means you're it means it's not actually a real moon. Like it hangs a lantern like thing from the from like trees or something. Love that idea. Okay. So some sort of like angler fish like creature that pretends to be the moon. Ugh, why can't I just lurk? I don't know, dude. I'm sorry. I'm just too interesting, I guess. Okay, anglerfish like thing. Do we like that? I'm trying to think how to illustrate that though, right? Like I'm almost imagining like a tree and then like maybe like a moon, and then you have like some sort of creepy creature up here. I don't know. Like it's a cool concept, and I think make the original moon appear, but it's clouded somewhat. So like you see both moons. Is that kind of what you're saying? Have it with a face on it with the moon dangling in front of the, yeah, both moons. Dangling in front of the, lighting the monster's face. The face on it half submerged with the moon dangling in front of it. Lighting the monster. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Let me think this through. We'll probably want to change the lore to match this, but I'm almost imagining you got your cloud with like the actual moon behind it, right? No, something like this. And then you have the creature, you know, with its little orb. And then, like, scary face. This is extremely rough. Scary face monster. Do we want up in a tree? Does that make sense? It feels like it would be in a tree, right? This is obviously super rough. It's obviously like a silhouette, right? Or maybe the moon should be like behind it. And then, yeah, its faces. I don't know what its shape of it is yet. But yeah, I agree. Like, oh, you said submerged. I don't know if you mean like underground or if it should just be hiding. It could be, yeah, it could be something more like, you know, like, I don't know, this kind of might look like, well, right now it looks like Pac-Man, but like, you know, somewhat like our Gorge Beast, right? And then have like something like this, right? And then you have like the actual moon up here. and like lit on this side. I don't know what's more interesting. And then we could do something like the lore. I don't know what we actually have. I think it's like when the blood moon rises, you want to not die. No. Oh. Right. So they say eating the beast will grant you life if you don't mind risking yours to get it. Which is the consume the creature thing. But I feel like maybe the more interesting thing would be having something like when you see two moons, that second one isn't like whatever. Or like keep an eye. When you see a blood moon, it might not actually be whatever. And the moons could have souls in it. That's interesting too. My only worry is this looking kind of like the Gorge Beast, but just like there's an otherworldly allure to it, yeah. Okay. Let me refine this one. Let's or start over on this one. Let's try it. I'm just trying to decide on what concept looks good here. God, anglerfish are ugly, huh? Very weird looking creatures. They really are ugly. I'm imagining just making a maw. Again, this is really rough. This would probably be more interesting than just like a little scary face in the shadows, but it looks really stupid, but that would be like the vision of it, right? This is the format. Something like this, or we could do something like, you know, this sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know what's more interesting. Whether it's like a creature that is in the trees or I'd probably make this like more subtle, like you almost might not notice that the creature is here until you look a second time. I need to do a better job with the face. I'm like kind of just rushing it to try to get an idea, but like of what I actually want. But the problem is that's making it hard to tell whether it's actually a good idea or not. That makes sense. Weird long tongue. Actually, that could be part of it. Like, it could be its... This could be part of its mouth. That looks like an elephant. All right, these are two concepts. At least that's what I'm thinking, unless someone has a better idea. Creature hanging in a tree. Again, I'll make this look better. Tree creature versus like piranha plant like creature. Done a quick sketch for you. If you want to post it in the stream chat, that'd be cool. If you want to share. On the Discord server. Be the best way. I'm assuming you mean you did one, yeah. I would happily accept. File's too big. Somehow, never mind. Oh. Trying to think there's a better way to do that. Take a screenshot of the picture and then paste it. That's what I would do. At least if you have Windows 11. Does it actually keep shrinking? Last time I checked, it was like 20, right? They're probably just trying to get you to get Discord Nitro or whatever. Put the image into Paint and resize it. Honestly, if you just like use like the image capture tool on whatever, it usually puts it at a low enough resolution. But all right, these are my two concepts. We can wait for Anonymous if you can get it downsized, but there we go. Damn, you're better than me. Look at this shit. Anonymous is cranking this out. That's really cool. I love that. Look at that. What the shbeep? Then it really is cool. Anonymous, you're hired. Weird, like, frog-like thing. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I guess it's similar to this concept, although I love the mouth is much better in that sense. Let's see if we can convert it to this style. I might honestly just, do I have full permission to trace over your drawing? I say as I paste it anyway. The cattails are, it's yours. Okay, perfect. Trying to think the best way to do this. Because it's gonna be interesting translating it to a silhouette a little bit. I mean, I guess you're already in black and white, so it is silhouetted, but you know what I want to do? I really want to do that concept of doing a stream where we make a game together. I think that'd be really cool. Where like, cause like having like art like this would be really cool. I feel like being able to being able to have like y'all's art in my game, or a game that we like made together, I think would be cool. I'm good at super quick sketchy art. It doesn't get much better though. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm very bad at quick sketchy art, so it's impressive to me. I'm better at doing more refined stuff, but I don't know. And I don't know, your necromancer dude was freaking sick, you know? I think what I might do, I think part of my tweak here will be, I think I want the creature to be a little bit farther down from the orb, maybe a smidge smaller, but just so it looks more like it could be floating up. If I was hiring an artist for a game and saw your necromancer you made, I'd hire you anonymous. Yeah, right? Heavily inspired anonymous art here. Not even inspired, it's downright half plagiarizing here. I'm trying to decide if I want it to look more like, I like the frog eyes, but I'm wondering if I should make it like look more evil, right? Because it's kind of a friend, you know? Kind of looks like a friend. Well, if I just leave the eyes like black and soulless like that, it might work. Cheers, bro. It was easier to sketch what I meant. Well, honestly, I totally appreciate it. Makes me happy. Makes me happy to get see art from other people like that. And I guess we can have like this sort of look, right? No, the bubbly, little eye shines just make it look even more friend-like. He can't be a friend. He needs to be an enemy. Which is maybe good because he kind of looks unassuming, but I don't want this to look a little grotesque. I have this as a reference now. If you ever played Devil May Cry 3, there's a boss that basically is basically this, but has a lady instead of a moon. I feel like maybe I have. I haven't played Devil May Cry, but I think I've seen that somewhere. I mean, it's like the classic like siren concept, right? I think that's great though. Like a great monster design. I mean, it's supposed to look non-threatening, alluring. Yeah. There we go. I still feel like I almost might want this longer. Right? Trying to decide. Or does that just make it sillier looking, you know? I'm thinking about that for a second. I'm thinking about giving it a tongue. Now it's kind of looking like a Murdoch. But I think it might be okay with that. Yeah, I think I want to up higher because then it looks more like a moon, right? I like the little, honestly, the tiny little details he did on the moon bit. I was having trouble, like, simply illustrating the craters for some reason. I kind of, like, tried to overdo it. Should the orb be inverted? Like, it could be like this instead, which would imply that it's like lit. I think that might make more sense. No. I kind of like what Maximus was saying about the actual moon being there. I was gonna say, I did not set a timer for standing desk. It's technically been past 30 minutes, I think, right? Yeah. We're probably also in an ad. I have not been paying attention to ads. Yeah, we're already like 30 minutes past an ad. I've been bad about that today. Still getting back into it. Just started getting back into it. You guys ever eaten cattails? Not like the creature, but a creature's tail. I meant like the plants. Eating the plant. Cause I haven't had them in like forever, but if memory serves, they were good. Kind of like asparagus a bit, I guess. If you like asparagus, I know a lot of people don't, but all right, what do we think? Maybe we could add a little bit of fog. Let's try it and see what we think. And if we like it, all right, let's add a lot of fog and then bring the creature back afterward. Because I think that might look cool. I think I actually helped sell it a bit. Sell the concept at least. Because your eye goes to this moon and then you like slowly, your eye slowly goes down from there. Let's duplicate this. Hide this. Merge layers, linear, light, 40%. If you could give the moon some glow, I think it would help. Yeah. This also didn't quite. This is a little too... Ended up a little too, whatever. Moon some glow. Trying to think of how to give it glow while keeping it in the same style, right? Because even actually adding the shadows is maybe a little is even a little bit out of the style. Well, not quite. I'm kind of limited. It's like a monochrome art palette, which is kind of weird. Weird to work with. Because I'm not using any other colors besides this one. The only way to make the moon glow more would be to make everything else darker. Mist it up and delete the mist for the glow. Okay, so I just missed like, let's just make the whole entire thing dark. I think we might be getting too far outside the style, though. That'd be my only worry. we could do that. But I think we've gone too far then. Yeah, I think that's going a little too far, unfortunately. I think it looks good. I agree with you. But if the whole card is like a different color, I think we just move too far out of the style. And honestly, I'm even like a little bit skeptical about adding the fog in the first place. I don't think it can take up the whole card. But I totally agree with you. I think it'll look good. But I just don't want it to be too different from every other card. Yeah, I don't know if this really works. All right, I'm sitting back down. Via dark clouds behind the moon. That I could get behind. Down we go. I'm ready for Maximus to just grab this in 17 seconds. Yeah, we could do something like another cloud. Or alternatively, we could do more smoke, but let's just see what this looks like for a second. It's kind of in the wrong spot, but sorry, I had to undo it. I'm doing destructive editing, which I don't like. Why is it on the gradient tool? Paint bucket. That's option A. Option B, we could just rather, yeah, because like I don't want the whole entire card to be darkened, right? So I mean, maybe we could do dark up here and then erase this. face the actual moon. It's just looking muddy now. I don't know. And then maybe we do this. Feather out this edge. I will make this work. Maybe. Probably. I will probably maybe make this work. What do you think of that? Is that kind of what we're looking for? I need to clean it up a little bit, but... Or is it just better without it? Yeah, that's the effect. Oh, cool. Cool. I want more control over this. I've lost my ability to talk, apparently. Just keep not saying anything. Hopefully y'all are having fun just hanging out. Apologies for not keeping up the conversation. Yeah, I just don't want it to get too cloudy. Not cloudy, but like, I don't know if I want there to be too much, what's it called? Oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I want there to be too much fog down here, but we'll see. Yeah, this is a really cool design. I'm happy with it. It's cool. Good call, Anonymous. Do again a little bit of subtlety. Oops, wrong layer. Just erasing the eyes, like the mouth. I mean, I'd say your eyes drawn to this right away, right? Let's try and see where my eyes were drawn to. All right, let's just first the fake moon, then the thing's eyes. Perfect. That is exactly what we're looking for. Okay. Let's duplicate this again. Try not to be too destructive with the art. Let's do merge these. I have the feeling the fog is still too... Oh, maybe not. Is the fog too, too foggy, or is that kind of good? Is it kind of good in that way? You liked it without the fog. Yeah. Now let's see. Let's see. I probably should just be drawing it like this because this is what the style is, right? Rather than... Maybe we should just do more subtle fog. We'll try the fog one more time, and if it doesn't really work, then we'll call it quits on the fog. But I do like the creature not being the first thing you notice is the biggest thing. Maybe we just do less fog. Way too dark. What am I doing? Ah, that's why. Hold up. Trying to tweak this a lot, and it gets a lot darker when you change the format for the blend mode. There is a way to do that. Why am I doing this in a dumb way? I was like, there's a way easier way to do this. If I just put these in a folder and then I do linear light. There we go. Jesus. Why was I doing it? Why was I making it difficult for myself? This way I can actually edit it and whatever at the same time. What a goof I am. I feel like 90%. Okay, I think that might be it. Yeah, it's definitely better than it was before. Before it was too much. It's a little more subtle. I think that's it. The goal is to see how much fog you can get away with not having. Blood Moon Beast. Do we want to have a logo for this one too? Let's save. Jesus. Did not save in a while there. Protection Agency, probably. Seems the most logical. I mean, they don't all need something either, but yeah, the fog's a lot more subtle here. I'll probably even subtlify it just a smidge more. Oh, we're getting real close to stream ending. But I think I'm more interested in finishing this first. What? Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna keep going for a little bit at least. Runner Bean just coming out of hiding to with an exclamation. To yell at me. Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean it. You know, I really should have the like thing, because who knows what this is going to be covered up by, but let's find out. Export. PNG. This is the Blood Moon Beast. Save. We're gonna need some help with some lore. I think I want to have Thunder. Dude, I got 52 and all 52 survived. I've got the coop going. Heck yeah, dude. Thunder just picking up chicks. You know what I mean? Good morning. Or good afternoon if you're me. I'm glad your chickens are doing good. Ed, what are you doing on YouTube, you traitor? Hey, we support all platforms here. We're equal platform opportunists, okay? Oh, I clicked on my spinning disc and it's taking 4 minutes to boot up. Okay, there we go. The Blight of Black Ridge. Howdy, partner. Y'all, I'm losing it, as per usual. Okay, we have Blood Moon Beast. We have Double Cross, and we have Tumbleweed Terror. Let's update all those. Upload. Yes for all images. Bean, I'm sorry. I'll forgive you, Eddie. Glad to hear the chickens. The chickens are thriving. Sorry, that tickled me, apparently. I was quite tickled by that. I'll tell you what. I don't know why I went from British to Southern in one sentence, but and poorly at both, so you're welcome. It's my new accent. British Southern accent. We're equal opportunist linguists here, true. Yeah, I was super worried. I almost lost one, but I force-fed and waterboarded him. That's wild. He's all good now. We're glad. We're glad you waterboarded him to life. Bring me back to life. I need a doctor. Call me a doctor. Did we not have a symbol for the Dust Devil? We didn't. Dust Devil's kind of like a natural disaster, so it kind of makes sense it doesn't have it. Tumbleweed Terror, cool. Blood Moon Beast, of course, has text right over the face. Part of me is like, do I care? You know? And the other part of me is like, I should edit all these to make it so they look better. You need to waterboard them. I get them so young they don't know what water is. That's actually hilarious in a terrifying way. Dunking their heads into water all. Bob them apples. True. That's actually kind of wild. Gotta teach them how water works. This is water. It's like throwing your kid in a swimming pool and making sure it like sink or swim kind of a measure there. All right, this one's fine, right? There's no text over the face. This one's fine. This could be a little more central. Let's play around with this real quick, and that will be. Oh wait, before that, let's finish the Blood Moon Beast. What should its new text be? I feel like it should be something like. God, I don't know if I could actually even make this look good. Hold on, sorry, I'm losing my mind here. If we do this, if we reorient this, I'm kind of scatterbrained. It's getting to that point of the day. Chicken bobbin. The old chicken bobbin. If we do this, does it make it look better? Refresh. It would have to go over a bit more, but I have a I have a new thought. No. Playing a dangerous game, flipping stuff. Definitely looks wrong now. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything. Been away for a bit. I've Have I missed anything new? Still playing with flavor text and aesthetics? Or still not? Or still not? What? Oh, gotcha. Sorry, my brain. That messed me up because I read it the right way and then didn't see the of. That's funny. Yeah, I have been away for a week, so there's not that much new. Honestly, I might just leave it. As is, and maybe we'll tweak it a little bit later. But I don't think I have the. I don't think I have it in me to do more right now. I think it's good enough. And maybe I can just have like, I don't know, art in some other way. I still haven't even done the text yet either, so it's kind of dumb to manipulate everything. Your whole aesthetic looks amazing. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Refresh. Unlock. Took a week of you time, or did life get busy? And the game looks good too. Thank you. You mean me? That just happened. Took a week. No, so I was helping my dad with some stuff. We refinished his floor. We did some drywall stuff. He had a lot of water damage from the winter. Ice was like really bad. So yeah, had to help him out with that kind of stuff. So we did that. We're in an ad, aren't we? Oop, I'm on an ad. My bad. Doesn't even make sense. Forgot to keep looking out for it. Whatever, you know what I mean. That's why you're on YouTube. Actually, I should throw an ad in there right now, but we'll wait. Actually, no, let's throw it in. Bam, done. Should be inserting ads. Oh, I can show you what I did for my new Be Right Back screen. Because I literally actually haven't taken a break yet. I hate ads. I can block them on YouTube, but breaks Twitch if I block them. That's true. But we have a new Be Right Back screen, and the idea...
Waiting your turn sucks, and I think it's time we all come to it. Like, how many times have you been sitting at a table playing a game and either finding yourself zoning out completely or anxiously hyper-focusing on what you're going to do the next turn when it finally rolls around? Easily losing sight.
The idea is that I can advertise.
And this is the case whether you're playing a board game, tabletop role-playing game, or even a video game. Today I'm specifically focusing on tabletop role-playing games, but this applies pretty much across the board. Yes, that was a board game pun.
This is such good.
No, I'm not sorry.
With the video or the...
Sorry.
Have you not seen any of my videos?
But what if I told you I devised a way of making your turns not just bearable, but actually fun? Now I'm gonna tell you about that. So yeah,
really too loud,
one of the things that helped inspire this idea was I was reading through comments on one of my previous videos. I proposed a slot-based inventory system that ties health and the inventory system directly. As you get hurt, you lose access to those item slots. However, I didn't really have a good way of determining which slot actually got damaged. I had suggested random chance by rolling some dice, or maybe allowing the attacker to target specific slots. But a few comments suggested that instead, why not let the defender choose? And I don't know why this didn't occur to me before, but it's brilliant. It's like improv as a game mechanic, the yes and of combat. Role-playing games like D&D, Pathfinder, what have you, all pretty much rely on improv to tell a good story.
The idea, though, The idea though is you get my videos whenever I do the Be Right Back. That's the new concept. So at least if you have subscribed, you get to see something. It's kind of like advertising for me. And yeah, so it'll automatically, if I do Be Right Back, you guys can have some sort of entertainment, and it all works out in the end. So speaking of which, I am going to be right back because I need to hit the bathroom because I've been streaming for 3 hours and haven't taken a break yet. So give me 2 seconds.
Waiting your turn sucks, and I think it's time we all come to admit that. Like, how many times have you been sitting at a table playing a game and either finding yourself zoning out completely or anxiously hyper-focusing on what you're gonna do the next turn when it finally rolls around, easily losing sight of the bigger picture? And this is the case whether you're playing a board game, tabletop role-playing game, or even a video game. Today I'm specifically focusing on tabletop role-playing games, but this applies pretty much across the board. Yes, that was a board game pun. No, I'm not sorry. Sorry, I'm not. Whatever. But what if I told you I devised a way of making your turns not just bearable, but actually fun? Now I'm gonna tell you about that. So, yeah. One of the things that helped inspire this idea was I was reading through comments on one of my previous videos. I had proposed a slot-based inventory system that ties health and the inventory system directly. As you get hurt, you lose access to those item slots. However, I didn't really have a good way of determining which slot actually got damaged. I had suggested random chance by rolling some dice, or maybe allowing the attacker to target specific slots. But a few comments suggested that instead, why not let the defender choose? And I don't know why this didn't occur to me before, but it's brilliant. It's like improv as a game mechanic, the yes and of combat. Role-playing games like D&D, Pathfinder, what have you, all pretty much rely on improv to tell a good story. A good game master will consider the core principles of improv. Yes and, yes but, no and. These principles build on an idea rather than dismissing it, helping players feel heard and making their vision part of the story. If you're not familiar with this concept, I recommend checking out one of these 2 videos. They explain it better than me. But why shouldn't these concepts be used in the mechanics of the game as well? Combat especially. Most parts of the game are a give and take. The player may want to do one thing, and regardless of whether they succeed or not, their actions.
And if you want to see the rest of the video, you got to check out Beets Creations at youtube.com.
For their turn, disengaged from the.
Anyway, yo. There you go. Let's see. Well, hope everything went well. Fixing your dad's house will give. I will have to help dad out with redoing the old tin roof. I get that. Yeah. Actually, my dad just got his roof redone too, or he's getting it redone. Thankfully, I didn't have to help with that because it is not great for angles. There's a lot of roof angles. But yeah, it went well. It was good. I'm tired and I got stuff going on this weekend too. So my plan is, I know some of you didn't hear this yet. I'm going to. Oh, we don't have any music, do we? I got to figure that out too. I got to figure out how to mute music when it's playing those videos. But the plan is to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because I will be out Friday and I've also been gone for a week. So that's the plan. It's ducking. I may be able to help with that. What? Food. Oh. How to turn off the music. Gotcha. Oh, is it doing that now? Has it been doing that for a while, or is it just it might just be because my. Oh, that should be fine. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I don't unless it's like No, I can help you do that. Okay. I'm is it doing it right now or only during? That's weird. I didn't know it did that. I did not know. No. I'm lost. Never mind, forget I said anything. Honestly, I'm sorry. I was confused. I'm confused and I'm losing my mind. I need to finish this fake candy bar. It's honestly pretty good. How does this even taste good? It's got like no sugar. It tastes like a Snickers, but has 5 grams. Wait, does it actually have protein in it? Yeah, 5 grams of protein. Look at that. Good stream, bro. Peace. I'm out. Thank you so much for your help, Anonymous. That was it's a great design here. That's the card. I may have to like figure out his spacing a little bit better because it does get covered by words, but some of this text might change anyway, so I appreciate it. People sleeping around the house and my volume's low, not yours. Fair enough. Later, Anonymous, and I'm back. Welcome back, Maximus. Or other Amus. Adonimus and Maximus. You're heading out too. How dare you? I'm just kidding. No worries. I'm honestly probably gonna be done in just a little bit, but card's looking dope. Yeah, I think it looks great. Again, I kind of wish the text wasn't over the card, but we'll have to figure that out later. Goodbye, Beam. Goodbye, Anonymous. It's nice having you here. As always a pleasure. What if I redeem 30 minutes of stand-up sesh and force you to stay on stream? I will start stream standing next time is what I will do. I think is what I would do. Because, yeah, that just makes me stand up for 30 minutes after streaming. That'd be funny. I'd probably just roll it over. I was wondering if chat ever tried to drown a streamer by water breaks. That's what Dalamus is. Yeah, that's what he's planning on it. All right. Sorry, I'm not really doing anything. I'm just trying to eat a snack. Let's fix this one lore thing, and then I'm going to be done. Hopefully my chewing isn't loud. Okay, Blood Moon Beast. I had like the whole thing, like, because there's like the consume the creature sort of part, which is like the other half of the event. But does that not have a glow on it? But I think the more interesting thing is about the creature now. Because now that we know what the creature is, I think it's more interesting to explain what's happening with it and what it is. Gotcha. Some of these I didn't do full directional glowing. Okay. Control S. Did I just break it? No, we're good. Okay. I would like something along the lines of like something about a second moon, right? Or like because it's like creating a fake moon, right? That's the concept. Or like saying like a blood moon on this during like something like that ain't right. That there shouldn't be a blood moon this time of month or something. I feel like something along those lines. I don't know exactly what. Man, am I seeing double? I should lay off the alcohol. I do like that. I think it needs to have a little bit more as far as the moon. I feel like it needs to be explained a little bit better, right? Do you like the am I seeing double? My God, the cutter shirts I had not age appropriate. Oh wait, did it mod you, or are you just saying you're holding back on the account of whatever? What if it was something more like, I swear to you, I saw a second moon. Like, right, I swear to you. Holding back, I bet I could write it, but yeah, okay. Gotcha. Well, I appreciate it. Try not to get me canceled. I'm just kidding. I swear to you. I don't know, do we like I swear to you, I ain't drunk. I saw a second moon. Do you like that? We were using ain't again, but you're not seeing two moons. Don't know what the second one is. I know it's hungry. I like the vibe. Let me write it out a little bit differently. We are going to use Ain't because it's easier. Seeing. It would be like seeing, right? Seeing. Two moons. I don't know what the second one is. Yeah, maybe it just feels a little wordy. The blood moon beast, when the blood moon rises, it ain't just lighting up the sky. It's called a beast from, it's calling a beast from the shadows. That is very cool. I think I like your verbiage. We would need to tweak it to be more like, because the thing is, so here's the creature concept. I don't know, I don't remember if you were here for the whole thing. The idea we came up with is that it's like an anglerfish like creature, and it has like a fake moon it projects, right? And then, you know, attracting creatures and whatever. So the idea is like there's a real moon in the corner, but then there's the fake moon. Oops. Too many its. Oh, did not know this. Yeah. I mean, we had talked about different concepts for it, and this is what we ended up with. We literally did this today, so you joined like right after we finished it. So, this is the new concept. That's cool. Yeah, Anonymous actually came up with a concept sketch, which is really cool. I kind of adapted it to the style, but he came up with that. So, yeah, pretty cool. Don't move. I see a second moon too. Okay. On. I like that one. Let's see. I'm lost here. Flavor text. MS Paint skills. Yeah, send an art. Heck yeah. Man, I really do want to do some sort of thing where we all make a game. I still don't know if we have like enough people to do that, but I really do want to do that. I've said that a lot today, but you know, here we are. I'm highlighting your text by accident, but I'm just trying to copy it so I can. Because I like the words you used, but it's not quite the right. That's better. When the full moon rises, the blood moon. The full moon rises, the blood moon comes from its depths to lure another. That's cool. I'm trying to decide if there's it needs tweaking. Let's see. I'm gonna try one other pass at this sort of concept, but in the more like sort of as more of a conversational thing like we have here. Like what I'm seeing if I can combine both y'all's thoughts here. They, I'm just gonna give it a try. I might keep. I would say I'm a tweaker, but that doesn't mean the same thing. So true. You ain't seeing two moons. Why do I always do form and from wrong? I don't know if I like that, but I wanted to write something that was kind of a combination. You ain't seeing double. One's the moon, the other's a lure from the depths. Do we like that? I don't know. I'm trying to see it again. We're using ain't a lot. That's part of the like thing. I don't want to overuse ain't, but I guess it's like it's a surefire way to make it sound. It's on the right track. Yeah, I don't know if it necessarily needs to be. I mean, most of it is conversational, like all the lore. It's kind of like someone's telling you something or something. Like you're a mercenary and someone from the town or another mercenary is telling you some piece of information, or you're overhearing something, is kind of how we've been formatting it. Technically your thing works perfectly fine. Actually, yeah, your first one, honestly both of them are kind of they both work now that I'm thinking about it. Ain't is very Western, isn't it? Yeah. If you manage to know a second moon, don't sit there confused, run. I do like that. It's more like a warning, right? I'm processing. I'm trying to decide. Never mind that. The internet does not agree with me. This was a feature of the English that arose in the UK that's still popular in parts of UK and Ireland. Interesting. I mean, Ain't, yeah. That's it's kind of like the what's it called? Like the Tiffany problem or something. Well, the US was colonized by the UK. No, yeah, for sure. Arose on the wait, what? Arose. Steps on when it. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, the whole thing. It's like the I don't know if it's called the Tiffany problem or Tiffany something. It's like the name Tiffany, like you wouldn't think is like an ancient like a name that would be used in what's it called, like medieval times, but it's like a super old name, so it was used. But if you hear it in a thing, you're like, that person's name is Tiffany, that can't be right, you know. Yeah, but if the UK loyalist heard north of the border Canada doesn't use ain't that much. Yeah, but I mean, north of like Canada was more French colonization. Am I wrong? I thought. I don't know what the percentage is, but I thought it was more of a. I don't know. This is a history. Hold up. I could be wrong. No. Okay. I'm probably ignorant. Not mostly, but I know there's a higher percentage of French, right? Am I about to get told? Get told? I tell you what. Kind of, and the French were a huge part of it, but huge. I was saying that's mix of everyone. Okay, yeah, I was like mux. Like, is this some slur that I shouldn't read? No, I was kidding. Okay, what parts do I like? I like the. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. I mean, the whole U.S. and I guess all of the, you know, the Americas are very much a melting pot, right? And probably different regions, different things. I mean, even the Wild West was very there's a lot of Chinese there doing the railroad and all that kind of stuff, which is why, you know, integrated some of that into this. But all right, I've repurposed this one just out of just to see if I could. Then another moon lighting up the sky. It's Beast calling from the depths. Do we like that? I think that might be a good reinterpretation of this one with kind of like what we were going for. I don't know. Okay. Fun fact: we hated the Acadians. Is that what it is? I'm bad with words. So much that we tossed them out, and they turned into the Cajun people, and down south. Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Huh. Acadians, yeah. Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, history's crazy, All right, let's read what we got. We got, I swear to you, I ain't drunk. I saw a second moon. Okay, maybe okay. No, you ain't seeing two moons. This was supposed to be longer, and then we didn't. Don't move. I see a second moon, too. When the blood moon rises, it ain't just lighting up the sky. It's calling beasts from the shadows. I mean, the funny thing is that kind of works. It's just a little bit not quite whatever, which is why I reworked it. When the full moon rises, the blood moon comes from its depth to lure another. You ain't seeing double. One of the moons, one is the moon, the other is a lure from the depths. Happen to notice another moon, don't just sit there, run. That ain't another moon lighting up the sky, it's a beast calling from the depths. Yeah, I think I like this last one. What was the... The one other thing, I do like the seeing double thing. What if, let's do one more take. You ain't seeing double. That's not another moon. It just keeps making me think of Star Wars. That ain't no moon. That ain't? I don't know, maybe they do. You ain't seen double. That other moon lighting up the sky is a beast calling from the depths. Is that better? Is that more fun? I do like the seeing double, right? It just feels like a very southern statement to say. That's not another moon. You ain't seen double. The other moon lighting up the sky. It's a beast calling from the depths. I don't know. I'm gonna go with that. Unless we have any opposition. I think it works. Lore isn't my strong suit, but... we like to call that good enough. Okay, I think we're done. Which does mean we're done. It means we're done. We need to find someone to raid. Again, if you are available this week, I am going to be... Dude, good work on the Tumblebee. Didn't see you finish it. Oh yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, we here, let's pull him up. Yeah, I kind of embraced the spidery aesthetic. I ended up here, let's show it bigger. Where's Tumbleweed Terror? There he is. Tumble Spider. Nope, nope, nope. I know, right? I gained about 1.5 bits. I'm assuming you mean channel points. Otherwise, you're spending lots of money on Twitch. No, I'm just kidding. This stream, excluding Ray bonus, your days are numbered. Radish Whisper. Love it. Deal. I think I was calling him bits too, to be fair, so that probably doesn't help anything. I should name my channel points. You can actually call them something. Like, we could call them, like... we could call them Beets or something. I don't know. Turnips. Could be fun, because I think you can rename them. Just for the funsies of it. Like, people call them, like, you know, like call them Beets Bucks or something, right? But yeah, that one turned out good too. I'm pretty happy with everything. It all turned out pretty rad. My only thing I'm like unsure about is how some of the text covers up some of like the cool stuff, but crucifer slices? Interesting. Did not know that. Now I know. I would like to pay with 3 turnips, please. I love it. Okay, yes, but if you weren't here for it, I'm just gonna say it, reiterate it again. This week I am streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I will not be here Friday, but I will stream multiple days this week. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I think tomorrow will probably be getting all the rules squared away. Not like I won't make the whole rule book, but we're just gonna get all the concepts down so everything will work out, which may mean we need to modify tools a bit. I don't have a set time for either of these ones. It might be similar to our Wednesday time, probably, but I'm not 100% certain. Wednesday and Thursday, depending on when I get a package, I might do like a physical card making stream. I think that could be fun. And then the last day, if we have extra time, maybe we do some stream improvements. So yeah. Any hoodles, we need to find someone to raid. Let's go to my face. We're doing a lot of streaming this week, just for the giggles of it. Let me see if there's anyone I want to raid, and if... not particularly. There was someone streaming earlier that I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, but they're not online anymore. If anyone knows anyone that they want to raid, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna look for just a few minutes. It's funny, I was looking at someone and they're looking at someone's looking at someone else's stream. I was like, that's That's funny. Are we feeling more game dev or more art? We haven't done a game, like rated a game dev person in a while. We could raid just Corvino again, potentially. He was cool. This is gonna be the classic me just looking for someone for like 20 minutes. The problem is I really shouldn't. Actually, this might be interesting. What is this? Is this in English? It's not English. Womp womp. I like the dev idea. Okay. We will find a dev. Yeah, we could do either. Yeah, we'll either do Corvino or we'll find. Let's just look for just a minute. Because it is I don't know, it's cool to make like new friends too. Obviously, like you gotta talk to people for a bit before you actually can you know, do anything significant with that kind of you know, friendship, relationship. It's not like you're just raid someone and they're instantly your friend, but I'm just also trying to see if there's anyone else doing other card game stuff, because that's not something you see too often. Have you seen this program called I don't know. Nope, the moment you raid someone, they're obligated to be your lifelong friend. Okay, I didn't know. Now I know. I've now become... I'm checking it out. It's a ton of digitized board games. Interesting. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's like a... Oh, literally, that's actually funny. I clicked on it and I saw Panzer Leader, which is a game that my dad has. That's funny. Or at least something like it. Interesting. Huh, I'll have to check that out. Nothing's just like super jumping out at me. All right, we're just gonna raid. Let's raid Corvino. That's fine. We're gonna do that. He was cool. All right, y'all. Away we go. We're gonna do lots of war games, but there are card games on there too. And lets you make modules. Interesting. Okay, so I guess it's kind of like Screen Top, but already has existing stuff on it. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to dig into it. Very cool. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. Probably midday my time. So similar to Wednesday's time, likely. I could be wrong, but it'll probably be more chill. Might even like just eat while I'm midstream. That kind of crap. Not actually be like super concerned about everything. So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Farewell. Had to hit the raid button. I always forget this. It takes 10 seconds. All right, I will see you over there. Away we go.